Okay, so here we are, Mount Etna behind us, sea in front, absolutely beautiful, long, pebbly beach, but beautiful. Come on, it's limping. Oh boy. You've got a fallen back there, haven't you?
Mount Etna behind us.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful position here because you've got the sea on one side, Etna on the other.
And eucalyptus trees
And
behind
eucalyptus
us.
trees, yeah.
There, behind
Pine
us.
trees, palm
then-
trees.
And then Etna. Here. Etna.
There's an abandoned bar and what looks like it was an old campsite. So I think it must have been closed for some time. But I can imagine in its day, its former glory, it was very beautiful. The campsite's very nice, clean, pleasant. The main feature, of course, is this wonderful view of Mount Etna. It's very quiet, not many neighbours, maybe 3 or 4 camper vans. We only stayed a night. Then heading off towards our next destination, Noto. To me, seeing a lot of rubbish on the way, which is a feature of Sicily, unfortunately.
Oranges as far as the eye can see.
And of course the toll booths, which have never been finished and are not operating as toll booths, and it's exactly the same as they were 5 years ago. So finally arriving at our campsite, where we have a special rate of about a bit less than €300 a month. But it's a nice site, quite close to Noto. They make it here. And the owner is offering bottles of olive oil for €12 a bottle. All locally grown olives. €5 for 5 litres.
Wow, green, no?
It's beautiful.
Pure
Yeah.
green.
Taste a bit.
Good. So now we are finding a place where we can park. Lovely. Barbecues. Wow, barbecues. So this is where we found our space.
And we found a good place for the van, which has an electrical point and also a water point.
These are olives.
Olives. We couldn't resist going to the sea, and that same afternoon we arrived. We just wanted to see it in the evening again. It was certainly worth the trip. Very beautiful and calming. We had the beach all to ourselves, much to the joy of Charlie.
So this is the best prawn chard ever. I just love it.
And we were back again the following morning, looking out at the view. Lovely stretch of sand and blue sea. Ideal for taking your coffee and breakfast. Swimming, and we're going to go for another walk. He's been charging about, enjoying himself. I'm going to go for another wiki now.
Okay, bye bye Charlie.
Questa si chiama moticana. È pomodoro e prezzemolo. Una fritta.
E 50.
Our first street food.
It's very close to Christmas, so we thought we'd put up some fairy lights in the van just to give it a bit of Christmas cheer.
Having breakfast now using our Amalfi Coast cups.
We enjoyed our breakfast with the cups we bought from the Amalfi Coast, which we were very pleased with. Excellent for coffee. There's a delivery of bread every morning. An Italian guy comes along with his little car and brings fresh bread, so you can buy it for 70 centimes a loaf. Every morning it comes, so don't need to buy, you don't have to worry about bread every morning. You don't have to go out, it's wonderful.
Wonderful.
This is so easy.
Yes,
I love it.
love it. Now this is an olive tree. You can look at the olive there. And another olive there. So this is an abandoned olive farm. This is the famous cactus of Sicilia. Oh, be careful in touching it because you can see it's already there of thorns. So that's the fruit of the cactus, prickly pears.
Don't turn me up, or you'll stab your nose, Charlie. You will stab your nose. Come on. The campsite had a back entrance, so you could go directly out onto the road past all the lemon groves. I just love the smell of the leaf.
You smell the leaf. And you crush it in your hand. Wow, so good.
Gorgeous smell of lemons and lemon leaves.
The grandiose entrance to the abandoned house.
There's quite a few abandoned villas around. It's quite common throughout Sicily, this.
The poinsettia tree. Giant.
This is a poinsettia, just at the back of the campsite. So we picked a few leaves for Christmas cheer. Aperitivo time. So this is what retirement's all about, isn't it? We soon got to know people, and of course the World Cup helped. Argentina won the cup. Everybody was celebrating because the girl who runs the site for day-to-day management is Argentinian. We decided to get a SIM card for our phone so we could get internet. A very good deal. You get 200 gigabytes of data just for 20 euros. Italy, 300 minutes abroad, 15 euros plus 5 euros for activation. So.
Our favorite arancini already had a bite. And this one, mozzarella and some prosciutto.
4 euros per lot.
4 euros. Wow.
I think we go down there actually.
Oh yes. So this is Abula. And now we're just passing by on our way to a friend's birthday.
Then we went to see a friend of ours whose husband celebrating his birthday. We went to see them. She's actually an extremely good cook as well, so we had a wonderful time there. Sebastiano looking at a beautiful cake. They also have a beautiful garden which is full of lemons, grapefruits, oranges, cedri, everything you can imagine.
Our lunch is
Outside in the sun, wonderful.
salmon and our leftover spaghetti.
The next day, as usual, we try to just relax in the sunshine in the morning and then have lunch out on the table. And we decided to go into Noto in the afternoon, and we hadn't been there for 5 years. It's really a wonderful Baroque city, UNESCO World Heritage Site. We actually lived there for 2 years. It's quite magical at night there too.
We're going to the beach. So we have to walk here in this very narrow footpath.
One of the walks we loved is we got very used to when we lived in Noto was to go to Eloro, which is a sort of rocky path following the coast. Some of it's a bit difficult to negotiate, but it's not really what I call a difficult walk, but you've got to be prepared to clamber over a few rocks. But you get some wonderful views, and there's a pretty much deserted beach at the end, except in the summer, of course, when it gets very busy. But this time of year, it's just had it to ourselves. A lot of herbs, thyme growing there, and sage and others. It's a lovely spot, and really worth the effort to walk down that way. This is the beach that Charlie loves to go swimming in. Just pick some dry sticks for the barbecue. I only have charcoal but no lighters, so we'll try using these. Cooking salsiccia, which is an Italian sausage which we grilled. Very nice. It's got herbs in it. Okay. We got to know our neighbours quite well, and we had a very pleasant evening with them. There was some punch and food. There's a lady who makes wonderful food and does excellent drinks. She even makes her own limoncello. The limoncello is made from the lemons we get from the campsite.
Since it's the season of camper vanning, there's a camper van next to us and a Vanlifer next to us, and that's what's attracting them. Charlie, drinking water. We found a Hungarian neighbor.
Je fais un grand tour autour de Sicile. Après, je ne sais pas encore parce que en hiver, je ne veux pas être en
We actually met a Hungarian guy who was travelling on his own in his van.
Je déteste.
Avala is a beautiful city that's worth a visit. It's very close to Noto. It's very well known for its wine, red wine. It's quite cheap, it's quite good. And there were two admirers, little girls, that Charlie were endeared to.
Carlo in Italiano.
Carlo, sì.
Lui è Carlo.
Lei Carlo e lui è Carlo.
Grazie, arancini. Wow, ragu is the flavor. And we're just next to the traffic.
Closed now until 5 o'clock, you know that?
Yeah.
Everything's closed now. 12 o'clock.
Fontana Bianche. Carlo.
Dove devi andare?
No,
entra dai, così
We also went to Fontane Bianche just for a change, and we found a campsite there which a guy was running
Okay, they are showing us this place, campsite,
with
20 euro
quite
per
a simple
day.
site, but he'd done his best. It's really quite nice. But the great feature of it is it's right next to the sea, the coast. You've got to...
So we're going outside to do some walking. We're swimming there, our neighbor in the campsite. On Christmas Eve. Look at me wearing sleeveless blouse.
A rocky beach, beautiful sea which you can swim in. The accessibility is amazing. Straight out the campsite into the sea. We only stayed for a short time because we just wanted to see something else, and I think it was 20 euros a night, but we just gave him 5 euros for staying 2 or 3 hours because we wanted just to investigate it really. It's not for everybody because it's obviously the sharp rock, but it's not a sandy beach, but it is very, very beautiful.
Oh, this must be our...
Again, the area is surrounded by quite a few abandoned hotels and villas, which is a bit of a shame. One of the things we just loved was lying in the sun in the morning, including Charlie. He just adored it. We tried our mini oven, which is very old but still works, to have some bruschetta.